I just got back from the Gateway conference in Prague, where more than 500 or even 700 cosmonauts assembled to talk the hottest and latest in the Cosmos ecosystem. We have a lot of builders that are now looking to enter the Cosmos ecosystem, and a lot of hot projects that are in the final steps before they go fully live. In today's video, I want to share a general overview of the Cosmos ecosystem, where we're standing right now, how we're weathering this bear market, whether the Cosmos ecosystem in terms of the development is in a bear market. And if you're excited about this, then make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Number one, we just crossed 1 million views, by the way. Big thank you for that. And also make sure to watch this entire thing. Start with, the wounds are still fresh, and the Terra ecosystem collapse has affected a lot of people, also a lot of cosmonauts, because Terra, after all, was a Cosmos chain. There are now plans to revive Terra and rebirth it with Terra 2.0. Do Kwon came out and tweeted, Terra is more than UST. The revival plan seems to go through. Governance is currently in the voting process, but it seems that more than 80% are in favor of this proposal to pass. But yeah, my personal thoughts on this could just be a final compensation, at least for the community. I'm personally not too excited about all this, because eventually Terra would become what Juno network already is today, a Cosmos smart contract platform. They still have obviously a lot of people behind, a lot of influential people also, with Mike Novogratz and a lot of these big VC firms and all these funds. But personally, I'm not too excited about this narrative. However, I think we're going to see Do Kwon push this through and also stand behind this, which after all, he also has to protect himself from regulatory consequences and legal stuff that waits for him. So I think he is forced basically to do everything that he can to provide value for Terra 2.0. Nonetheless, I'm more bullish on what's going on the more community-driven projects in Cosmos, right? And there are quite a few, and that's also the first point I'm trying to make here, is that the overall sentiment at the conference was extremely bullish in terms of the development demand, right? Both Juno network, and there were core one team members there, like Jake Hartnell, and also Wolf Contract, that I got to meet in person for the first time, really cool guy. Their phones are ringing right now 24/7. So they get a lot of requests from Terra projects, which is obviously the lowest hanging fruit, since all Terra devs are CosmWasm compatible, because Terra implemented CosmWasm. So instead for them to go out and look for Solana, Ethereum, or Polkadot or Cardano, they can just simply deploy it on Juno without much hustle to deploy it there, right? Because it's already compatible. The same counts also for Osmosis. However, I think Osmosis is aiming more to become a DeFi hub in Cosmos. I talked with Sunny about this. Also, we had a live fireside chat on stage at Gateway conference. So yeah, I think Osmosis will absorb a lot of the DeFi applications. They make a lot of sense to deploy them on Osmosis, such as Mars protocol, for example, because now instead of having to develop everything in-house, they can also host and accommodate some of the Terra innovation that went on there on Osmosis. Whereas I think Juno is going to be more a general smart contract platform that absorbs a lot of the general applications that were built on Terra. And in that context, also, there's right now an active proposal. I know it's very, very time sensitive. So by the time this video is out and most of you watch it, it's probably already too late. However, I hope that you guys voted on this proposal number 23 here on the Juno network. More than 85% actually have voted, which is absolutely massive. But in Juno, that's nothing new. The community is just incredibly active. Juno has no VCs, no seed investors, nothing like that. It's a purely community-driven chain. And what they're actually proposing here with proposal 23 is a Terra developer fund to allocate 1 million Juno, 70% of which to come from the community pool and 30% from the Juno development fund, which at the time of this proposal was $4.6 million. Right now it's, I think, above $6 million, something like that. But obviously the Juno price fluctuates a lot. And yeah, if this proposal passes, 1 million Juno will be sent to a multi-sig wallet managed by Jack Sampolin, Max, Jake Hartnell, Demi, The Fray, Papmos, Kevin Garrison, who is the one that proposes this predominantly, Ben, Orkun, and these guys will manage this wallet. And then there will be ways to incentivize Terra developers to migrate over to Juno, which I think is extremely bullish for Juno in the mid and long term. And I've personally met Jake and Wolf Contract at Gateway, and they both told me a lot of things that, yeah, I can't disclose, I guess. I can't talk too much about it, but a lot of things are brewing in Juno. So I'm extremely bullish on that. On the Juno ecosystem itself, right? Doesn't mean that Juno tomorrow is going to $100. That's not what I want to imply here, but it's bullish for the long-term health and sustainability of Juno. So watch this proposal. I hope you voted. Personally, I voted here for this proposal. I'm in favor for it. And yeah, I hope we'll see cool things out of it. And why am I saying that you guys should vote? I'm saying that because imagine some of these projects through this proposal get funding, migrate over to Juno and launch their own token, which would be the first community to reward with a potential airdrop, right? It would be people that voted on this proposal. So keep that in mind. Personally, I do not have any clear insights on whether this is going to happen. This is just my general thought that this might be an option and an easy option to consider, right? So, and it doesn't really cost you anything besides a few cents to vote and besides a few seconds or minutes if you read this through of your life. So now I also brought you today another alpha leak, which is referred to Osmosis, right? So Osmosis, in my opinion, the best DEX in the world, the best AMM, the best interchain DEX in the whole world. Amazing user experience. Sure, the Osmo price has suffered a lot, but we wouldn't be in crypto if we wouldn't have extreme volatility. So this is just a natural side effect that we have to accept in this industry. But now with this whole Terra fiasco, there is obviously a strong need for a diverse set of stablecoins with decent liquidity on Osmosis, so that future potential attacks on stablecoins could be absorbed much more diverse, right? Because right now, Osmosis has been suffering a lot from the liquidity centralization around UST and also heavy pools on Luna that got wiped out pretty quick, but still UST pool liquidity is there. The emergency deep pooling proposals went through. So if you still have liquidity there, you can emergency withdraw your liquidity, so to speak. But that's not the point that I'm trying to make here. The point that I'm trying to make here is that now that Axelar Core has been awarded by the community or Axelar Network to be the predominant interoperability terminal of Osmosis, there are now going to be heavy incentives for especially stablecoin pools on Osmosis, especially those that were bridged through Axelar Core, because the Osmosis Foundation has 1% granted from the Axelar supply by the Axelar Foundation, right? So AXL, the token of Axelar Core, Axelar Network, is not being traded yet, but once it will, there might be, as per Sunny at least, a retroactive airdrop for early users and early adopters, right? Which means use satellite, bridge liquidity, and provide liquidity. If you try to game the system and loop it, you might not really win anything. Of course, they have thought about this, but there will be an airdrop. So stay tuned for that. There's cool pools with USDC, DAI, and wrapped ETH. This is, by the way, the cool interface of satellite. It looks really easy and simple. And those are some of the pools, AXL asset pools. If you can see, these are already incentives that are live. So besides getting an AXL airdrop, you currently have high farming rewards. So the incentives are live. And yeah, check out these pools, especially 678, 674, and 704. I don't have personally any like confirmed insights from anybody. This is just from my conversations at Gateway. It could mean that, you know, you don't get anything, but it could also be that you get an airdrop for it. And I don't know how big that is going to be. If later it only turns out to be $20, if you provide $5,000 of liquidity, don't roast me for it. I'm just making you aware. If you have liquidity in Ethereum and you don't have use for it right now, then bridge it over and you might get an AXL airdrop. Now, in my opinion, biggest updates in the Cosmos ecosystem from the conference came from Agoric, right? Not only is Agoric very close to launch in terms of their JavaScript smart contract platform, there's already a lot of things being built. They had a lot of dev workshops and all these kind of things. The BLD token, the native token of the Agoric platform is going to go live with also staking incentives very soon, and there will also be trading pools and liquidity on several exchanges, I guess. Personally, I don't know any names or anything like that, but it's coming very soon. But the biggest thing that was announced was obviously the stablecoin called IST. Obviously, stablecoins right now are a very hot topic, and for some people also a very sensitive topic. They don't even want to hear about stablecoins anymore at this point. But IST is a stablecoin that is fully collateralized, which was not the case with UST. That is already kind of like the first big differentiator. And also I'm just opening here the white paper of the Inter protocol. It says already in the headline, it's a fully collateralized cryptocurrency backed decentralized stable token for the interchain economy or ecosystem on the Agoric chain. So IST is built on top of Agoric, but it's backed initially mostly by Atom. But then in the future, there will also be a basket of assets backing IST, an interchain stablecoin predominantly backed by Atom, which means big utility for Atom, a big use case. They also introduced this at Gateway with the liquidation mechanism and also several other systems and mechanisms to prevent anything that would destabilize the whole stablecoin, right? So there's a lot of lessons learned over the years. This system is more similar to what DAI is for MakerDAO. It has nothing to do with what UST was. UST was a highly experimental mint and burn model that they applied. So this is completely different. And also IST is going to be the native fee token for the Agoric platform overall, right? So really exciting stuff. Eventually, IST could also become a native fee token for the entire IBC economy. And since it's predominantly backed by Atom, this would make Atom the base currency of the Cosmos ecosystem. So this is really exciting. Read through the white paper here. I haven't gone through it in detail myself, but be sure that I will have Dian, the founder of Agoric, on my channel very soon, maybe even together with Saki, to present us IST. So also get your questions prepared. If you have any concerns or questions about IST, leave them under this video. All I'm trying to do is be a public learner together with you guys to get smarter in this crypto economy that we're in. So there's a lot of cool items here about the Inter protocol, and this is another big thing that was revealed at Gateway. We also had obviously presentations from core cosmonauts and the Cosmos Hub lead, for example, Billy Rennekamp, to talk the hottest and latest about the upcoming RAW upgrade, about CosmWasm on the Cosmos Hub. I've personally made a lot of videos around that. I also keep making videos in the future around the Cosmos Hub because I think it's the ultimate godfather of Cosmos. It's the first chain that launched everything that bootstrapped the community, liquidity, IBC, Cosmos SDK, and all these kind of things. I'm more bullish than ever. And right now, seeing the prices on the surface and seeing where the development, on the other hand, is progressing, to me, this is a very irrational gap that at one point will be filled, especially with more adoption of Cosmos technology and IBC. And we're already seeing that right now. The phones of Cosmos developers are ringing, right? And this also refers to, for example, the interchain security module that's coming up where Atom and the Cosmos Hub could be this ultimate security source. Quicksilver is already confirmed as a launching partner, and more chains will follow. So exciting times to be in Cosmos. I think more bullish than ever on a foundational level, on a performance level. And yeah, we're going to see how things play out. Let me know in the comments your thoughts about IST, your questions, as I'm going to interview Dian Tribble very soon. Also, we had Shane in Prague, the founder of Stargaze. They just launched their marketplace, by the way. Huge congrats on that. They absolutely killed it with the stats. The Evmos team was there. They just enabled also Kepler claims for the airdrop or for the rect drop. So check that out as well before the staking rewards go live. And yeah, this is exciting. And by the way, Evmos right now is reaching a price level where I'm getting very excited about to buy in and get a large exposure to Evmos. And then Persistence team was there, at least their European delegation or European team members from Belgium. They also gave a talk there. A lot of projects have been there from the Interchain Foundation as well. and also new projects that are going to build exciting stuff. I met a guy who is building Tornado Cash and Juno. There's so many things that are coming. I hope you join this community. We're growing by the day. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay safe and be good.